The Las Vegas Raiders have defeated the LA Chargers, and this was a great game for Vegas. Maxx Crosby was even spanking Justin Herbert's ass during the game, owning this guy. Justin Herbert was sacked 5 times throughout this game, and the defense played really well. Actually, the Raiders defense technically only gave up 1 touchdown because one of these touchdowns was a Derek Carr pick 6 that I have to tell you was rigged as hell. This was a rigged as hell pick 6. You can even see right here Mac Hollins being grabbed in the head by Asante Samuel Jr. before the ball arrives there, getting there way too early. There should have been a flag on the play, and the ref actually did throw the flag and then went off and said, oh, there's no foul on the play. So why'd you throw the flag out in the beginning anyways if there's no foul on the play? But this game was really not that close at all. Yes, the first quarter was rough for the Raiders, but in the second and third quarter, the Raiders completely dominated. And like Cassie Soto says here of the Las Vegas Review-Journal, there were Chargers fans leaving the game early, losing faith in their team towards the end. And part of the reason why these Chargers fans went home so early was because of the defensive line. Maxx Crosby did not have any sacks. Yes, he did get his hands on Justin Herbert and was able to own him in a different way, but it was really Chandler Jones, finally making an appearance this year so far, hasn't had a sack going into this game. And in this game, Chandler Jones was able to pick up 3 sacks. If you want more Raiders content, make sure you subscribe to this channel and let me know in the comments below how long have you been subscribed to this channel. This is actually his first multi-sack game since November 2021. It's been a while for Chandler Jones. The fans have been heated. The fans have been saying, hey, where is this guy? Why did we give this guy the bag? Unique Ngakwe's having a great season over there with the Indianapolis Colts. Where is Chandler Jones? But he's finally making it happen, and maybe this could be the start of something new for Chandler Jones. One big game. Perhaps he'll be able to stack up some more sacks during the second half of the season. Not only was Jones a factor on the defensive line, but really Jerry Tillery, playing his former team, the LA Chargers, who drafted him in the first round in 2019, actually picked him right after we picked Jonathan Abram. This guy's been making an impact for the Raiders, and keep in mind, the Raiders were able to get Jerry Tillery because of our position on the waiver wire. A lot of teams wanted Jerry Tillery, a lot of people were inquiring, even the Kansas City Chiefs, but because of our record at the time, we were able to scoop this dude up off the waivers, and he made a huge impact in this game. Part of the reason why Chandler Jones got some of those sacks is because Jerry Tillery put some pressure in the middle of the defensive line. But it's completely amazing how this continues to happen. Josh Jacobs and Davante Adams continue to go absolutely nuclear on the offensive side of the football. Jacobs has 144 yards, Davante Adams 177 yards. You see him celebrating with Derek Carr. Derek Carr was pumped the hell up as the trick play flea flicker worked. Jacobs, Derek Carr, Davante each getting their hands on the football in this amazing play. And now we're starting to see the Derek Carr, Davante Adams, Fresno State connection come into the NFL and officially take off. Derek Carr, however, in the press conference, let it be known that they had been clicking the whole season so far. That is why Davante is over 1,000 yards. They've been clicking the whole year. The only difference now is they're actually winning.
I think we're winning. If I'm honest, he's well over 1,000 yards. He's well over 10 touchdowns. Everyone said that none of those things would happen. You know, and we still have a lot of football left. But when you win, everything feels better, if I'm honest. If, you know, it doesn't look perfect, like if I don't throw it perfect, I'm like, hey, let's go throw it again, you know. But I think as we win, you know, now it's like, oh man, look at, they're figuring it out. You know, it looks great, you know, and, you know, forgetting the big days that he had prior to us going on this win streak.
And another guy who's winning is Mark Davis. Hanging out with somebody a lot younger than Mark Davis, but that's what happens when you got a great team like the Raiders, one of the wealthiest franchises in the NFL. But it's great to see Mark Davis out there in the stands, not conflicted with any WNBA championships that he needs to attend. And Keenan Allen talked so much trash going into this game, says that he was going to play chicken with the Raiders secondary, saying that they're dead, saying that you're going to see Slayer, acting like he was going to destroy the Raiders. The guy did not do much in this game. He had 1 touchdown towards the end. It was a little trick play over Amik Robertson, but for the most part, the 5'8" Amik Robertson was able to hold his own against Keenan Allen, who's supposedly a Pro Bowl wide receiver. I don't really know how this guy is though. And Keenan Allen tried to act hard, tried to talk some crap during this game, tried to talk some crap before and then even during this game, and he still took the L. And you will never live this down, Keenan Allen. We have you in a Raiders hat as a young man. You know you're just sad that you're stuck with the Chargers, bro. It's okay. We get it. We forgive you. And the Raiders really only performed poorly in the first quarter, and it was the offensive side of the football. Other than that, I felt like the Raiders dominated the other 3 quarters of the football game. In the beginning, Josh Jacobs did have a fumble, uncharacteristic, and really it was just a good play by the defender at a perfect time when Josh Jacobs was switching his direction. And then he had the Derek Carr pick 6 on a key 3rd down, but at the same time, Derek Carr was pissed. He wanted the flag. It was really ridiculous how much PI they allowed here. And there were some weird calls throughout this game. That was actually why Chandler Jones had spanked Justin Herbert, because he thought it was going to be an incomplete pass on 3rd down, but they called a flag on the defender, extending the Chargers' drive. And now Justin Herbert has never made the playoffs in his entire career. Khalil Mack had 0 sacks in this game, and prior to this game, he had only had 1 sack in 5 games. So now it's going to be 1 sack in 6 games for Khalil Mack. And there's this question about whether or not Derek Carr is better than Justin Herbert. And I wrote this before the very first game of the season, and I got a lot of heat for it. I got a lot of people mocking me in the comments, making fun of me. Oh, there's no way that Derek Carr is better than Justin Herbert. And some of these are Raiders fans who like to shit on their own QB and act like Herbert is so great. But Justin Herbert has taken another L today, and it looks like he is going to miss the playoffs for the 3rd time in his career, never making the playoffs ever. And Herbert's all-time record is now a losing record. So maybe I was right to say Derek Carr is better than Justin Herbert, as the Raiders have an opportunity to win 10 games this year. So can this be an 8-game win streak? Already beat the Denver Broncos, then you beat the Seahawks, then you beat the Chargers, and I thought these were going to be the toughest games heading into this stretch in the very beginning. Then you play the Rams, who are incredibly banged up. They just lost today. Don't have Matthew Stafford. Aaron Donald will likely not play. No Cooper Kupp either. And this is this upcoming Thursday on a short week in the Raiders' other home, Los Angeles, where we have tons of Raiders fans. If you're a Raiders fan in LA, drop a comment below. But we will be live during this game Thursday night, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And then it's crazy, you got 3 primetime games in a row. You got the Rams game, then Sunday Night Football against the Patriots December 18th, and then Christmas Eve against the Steelers, you got Saturday Night Football. So picture this, everybody, 3 primetime games in a row where the whole entire world, the international audience, will be able to see the Raiders on the big stage 3 games in a row. Then we go on and play the Niners, who no longer have Jimmy G, by the way. Jimmy G unfortunately broke his foot, and he's going to be out the rest of the season, and Trey Lance is already going to be out the rest of the season. So it sounds dark, but the Raiders are getting a little bit of good luck here with some injured NFC West teams, and then you got to end the year against the Chiefs in Vegas. Patrick Mahomes was throwing tantrums while taking an L to the Bengals today. So I think this is perfectly set up for the Raiders to make the playoffs. Let the primetime international audience see us on the big stage 3 games in a row. And then after that, have the epic Raiders versus Niners reunion and end the year on a victory against the Chiefs in Vegas. If you think the Raiders are making the playoffs now, especially after this dub against the Chargers, drop a comment below and let me know. Or if you still think I'm delusional, let me know in the comments below, bro. Either way, it's going to be a short week. We already got more football action ahead of us this Thursday. Let's hope some people stay healthy. Jayon Brown got a little banged up. We had to see some more Luke Masterson. Rocky Sean was able to finish the game, but then he was questionable at one moment. And guess what? Remember, Darren Waller said if the coaches want him to play, he is ready to go this Thursday against the Rams. We'll see if Renfro can be ready to go too, but if we get Waller back, man, this last stretch of the season seems a lot more possible to end undefeated. Like this video if you haven't yet already, and subscribe to this channel for more Raiders content. My name is WiFiWillie. Peace out, and I hope you have a good one.